Steven Spielberg, Joel and Ethan Coen, and Tom Hanks all working together on the same project. Sounds like a grand slam if I ever heard one. And the film Bridge of Spies doesn't hit it out of the park, but at least gets a solid ground rule double. Bridge of Spies chronicles the events during the Cold War, where a insurance attorney, James Donovan, is called upon to defend a man who is accused of being a Russian spy. He was captured by the CIA and is being held, and obviously at the time, in the height of the Cold War and the Red Scare, the popular opinion is to see this man hanged, executed for his crimes against America. But Donovan is brought in to show that even the most hated of people can get a fair trial in America. And he does just that and does what he can to prevent this man from being executed. And fortunately, as events unfold, it turns out that in the meantime, an American pilot who is flying a spy plane actually goes down and is now being held captive by the Russians. And this is where the interesting spy, the drama of the title starts to come around, as now they have to deal behind closed doors, find a way to make an exchange for these two prisoners, the American prisoner for the Russian prisoner. And needless to say, neither side wants to budge, neither side is willing to give in. One side wants something else, the other side wants another thing, and it is up to Donovan to find the best way to mutually satisfy both parties so that everyone can go home happy, or at the very least alive. So that is the gist of Bridge of Spies. And for a Spielberg film, it's a solid film. It's considering the topic as a spy thriller, it's decent. It's not like mind-blowing or like a nerve-wracking or engaging like, say, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy or anything like that. But it's a pretty it's fairly straightforward drama, espionage drama. And it's kind of the times, but also very contemporary, as the notes that people feel towards the Russian spy almost mirrors how people are basically just like want to attack like say a Muslim or someone like that. And basically just saying it's like, or anyone who associates with them, that's like basically are just like meet the ire of the public. And Bridge of Spies explores that, but it's just in the end it kind of hits all the expected beats and doesn't really transcend the espionage genre as one would expect from Spielberg. But and especially considering it's from a screenplay by the Coen brothers. But in general, I would say Bridge of Spies is a good film. A little long, so it's close to 2.5 hours. Could have been a little bit shorter, but it's an entertaining enough film that I would probably give it about a 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, it didn't blow me away, and it wasn't like super like enthralling or edge your seat spy drama, but it's a decent film about the period and the times and the true story about what James Donovan did to help harbor goodwill between two warring nations, like brink of war nations, being the USSR and the United States of America. So Spielberg's Bridge of Spies, 6.5 out of 10. Definitely worth checking out, but certainly not one of Spielberg's best, but still a good film overall. So, if you like this review, please hit that like button. Have you seen Bridge of Spies, or have you at least heard of the story or the actual events that this movie was based on? I'd be curious to find out, so then please comment below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and hit that subscribe button below. So that way you can stay on top of my reviews as they come in. So until next time, we'll see you at the movies.